For those who aren't familiar, the clave is a rhythmic key present in Afro-Cuban, Afro-Antillean, and Central American music. It serves as the rhythmic foundation for playing many Latin rhythms. The clave also refers to a percussion instrument composed of two cylindrical wooden sticks used to mark the clave rhythm. The instrument originated from Cuba around the 16th and 17th century, where it was used to accompany singers. In this video, I am going to be focusing on the salsa style of playing montunos with the son clave, but nonetheless, any instrument should benefit on the points that are going to be discussed throughout the video, and can be applied to other Latin styles. The clave rhythm is composed of two sections, the two side and the free side, making a clear distinction between both parts. It is usually played in cut time, lasting 2 bars. Since the clave has two sides, you could play it either 2-3 or 3-2. Each side, although similar, has its own tricks to playing. A few general rules to playing over the clave are: as long as you are playing upbeat, you are playing in clave. The two side allows for downbeat rhythms and accentuations, but using upbeat syncopation is also great. When starting on the two side during the first bar of a section, you should start on the downbeat while following the clave. Here is an example. The free side allows for upbeat rhythms and accentuations, preferably very few or none downbeat rhythms or accentuations as to not cross your rhythm. When starting on the free side during the first bar of a section, you should start a beat before the first downbeat of the section, as to start in a syncopated manner. For example, if not, you can also start on the first downbeat, but be sure to make your rhythm clear to convey the free side of the clave as follows. It is good to follow the clave, but don't play on top of it. If not, instead follow it and vary your rhythm. A good idea is to play the clave with your feet while playing the rhythms, or to clap the clave while singing the phrases. Okay, so now you have a general idea of how the clave works and the basic do's and don'ts. Even after following those rules, you could still be having trouble marking a good rhythm, especially when playing with other instruments. The key now is to find your swing by listening to what the percussion plays in each section and following their rhythms. After learning to follow the instruments while playing, you should be able to swing better on your own while keeping a strong rhythmic foundation. This is the basic tumbao rhythm for a conga, which is also called marcha. When following this rhythm in the piano, be sure to accentuate accordingly with the conga. Here is an example of how to play over a 2-3 tumbao. Like any other clave rhythm, you can play it starting with the other side. Here is an example of a 3-2 tumbao. Be attentive to the accentuation, especially in the last two notes of the montuno. The approach is very similar in the cascara section of a song. The timbal will play the cascara, while the conga will do the basic march rhythm without the tumbadora drum. Here is an example of the cascara in 2-3 clave. This is the basic rhythm of the mambo. The mambo, characterized often as the chorus of a song and instrumentals, is the most active part of the song. In this section, you should follow the campana of the timbal. Here is an example of how to play over a 2/3 mambo. And here is another example of how to play a 3/2 mambo. Now we will move on to chords and voicings to practice these rhythms. Some basic progressions you can use to practice these rhythms are the following. You can voice the different montunos by utilizing octaves, tenths, sevenths, sixths, and even thirds. Here are a couple of examples. Now that you have the basic understanding of how to play over the son clave, I strongly urge you to listen to a lot of Latin music. Whether it be Latin jazz, salsa, or bolero, there is a lot to be learned from listening to records. Listen carefully to what each instrument does and how they complement each other, and even transcribe rhythms, montunos, or solos. Down in the description box, I will be leaving a list of songs and records that I recommend listening. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.